Hello everyone, I'm Watson. This video we're going to talk about the benefits of a wired PoE mini bird feeder camera. So when we come to watching like a squirrel feeder outdoor and we're asking what kind of camera should we choose? Well, we'd say mini bird feeder camera. And then there's a question. There are two versions of a mini bird feeder camera. Which one should we choose? Okay, now let's take a look. Most people would aim for the wireless Wi-Fi mini bird feeder camera because, wireless technology. It means it's very easy, the mobility is high, we can place it wherever we want. As long as it's like it connects to our network, we can use it. So that's why a lot of people aim for it, but in some circumstances, a PoE wired bird feeder camera would be more better. So imagine that at the beginning of our setup, we know that a Wi-Fi mini bird feeder camera requires first using our mobile device to connect to its internal Wi-Fi, feeding our network's credential to the internal Wi-Fi and letting the camera connect to the network itself. Once it's connected, we can use our mobile device and then add the camera to our device list in our mobile app. Sounds like a lot of work. But if you have like a PoE wired mini bird feeder camera, all you have to do is use an Ethernet cable. Connect to the bird feeder camera, and then use your mobile device and choose the devices under the same router. And after that, you'll see your mini bird feeder camera, and you can just add it to your list. This is because that our PoE mini bird feeder camera has PoE technology. The PoE technology transmits power and data through a single Ethernet cable. So it makes up our setup much more easier. Both of our Wi-Fi camera and our PoE camera both requires at least one cable. The Wi-Fi requires a 12 volts direct current cable. Our PoE requires an Ethernet cable. So basically the work on installing is the same, but the Wi-Fi requires more configurations. And then secondly, when you're living in a place with bad weather or there are too many walls or obstacles between the device and the router or our network where the Wi-Fi connects, the signal will be interfered very often, and it's hard for the signal to go through the walls. It usually goes around, bounces around. So if the place you live is really bad for Wi-Fi reception outdoors, a PoE would do better because once it's connected, there's basically nothing that can interfere the transmission. It has a very steady connection. Although yes, the Wi-Fi can be transmitted anywhere we want, but sometimes even when you have like 1 or 2 bars, it says you're connected to the Wi-Fi, but the signal and the bandwidth is very low, so your watching experience will not be that great. So yeah, that's mostly the most important thing about a PoE camera. The PoE camera has a very steady connection. If we're aiming for like live streaming the camera for our friends or for our viewers on like YouTube or something, using a PoE bird feeder camera would let the connection be very stable. And then there's nothing else different from these two. They all share the same features, the 1080p high definition resolution, the infrared, the adjustable lenses, the microphone built in, and also recording features. And yes, of course, both of them are at least IP65 waterproof, so they're perfectly fine when exposed to the rain. So this is why in some situations we rather choose the PoE wired mini bird feeder camera. So this camera can benefit us when it comes to we want steady connection. Alright, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave them at the section below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.